in our history, we made a series of quite epic migrations from Kawhia and Marokopa from northern Taranaki down the coast, the west coast of the North Island, across into the top of the south. Now, those migrations began in 1821 in Te Heke Tahutahuahi and concluded in 1833 with Te Heke Paukena. And those migrations define us in many respects as a people, as a series of families that came together and are still together today. We settled in a range of communities, and it was in that context that we met the first settlers who wanted to come and live amongst us. So there was the entrepreneurial family, the Wakefields, that came and spoke to us in 1841 and proposed a deal to develop a new settlement that we would benefit from. And we would benefit from it because we'd have access to this new society and this new market for the production of our goods and services, and it would be a fair and egalitarian nation that would develop as a result of this relationship, this agreement. That's not what happened, but that's what we thought was going to happen. In reality, what happened to our families is that all of the important cultural sites that we lived on, and I mean our cemeteries, our homes, our villages, our canoe landing sites, our resource gathering areas, our pantry, all of those places where significant cultural events had taken place, if they were within the wider area of the survey by the New Zealand company, then they were taken and subsumed up into the tenths, and we lost almost everything. And that is the most painful and difficult part of what occurred, that direct alienation which forced us overnight into living on the margins of society, in poverty, and it's taken us a long time to rebuild our communities and our families into a position where we can realise the intention of our tupuna, this legacy that we inherited. There's over a century there of dispossession and alienation, where people couldn't live on their land, but were relegated to becoming passive rent collectors, where you couldn't determine the value that you got from people staying on your land. You couldn't say who was on it. You couldn't go on it yourself. Completely shafted, really. And this sad history continued for a long time. You know, we were supposed to get two types of land: endowment lands, so that we could benefit from the contribution we were making to building an important part of what is New Zealand today. We provided the resources for that, and I'm talking about the region, the infrastructure. It was taken from our resources, and our sacred places, our special places, our important places were all included as well. Once we've had this addressed, then we can face the future with a renewed sense of purpose, because we'll be able to put some of these issues to rest, and that is a major milestone for our families.